Hey everybody, this is my tutorial for Empty Goodbye, which is a song that I'm still actively writing, but I got the bass line down for it, pretty much the melody and the chords for what I'm going to use. So a couple of you guys requested a tutorial, so that's what I'm going to try to do today. I'm not the best piano teacher per se, but I should be able to get you guys started. A lot of this is sort of just based on playing whatever you feel is right. That's what I always do. So let's get started. The chords that I use is a repeating 4 pattern. It only changes twice throughout the song, and I'll show you those 2 sections now. So for the chords, what you're playing is just a tail on a 7th. That's what I call it. So the first chord would be a F minor 7, and how you play that is you play the top 3 notes of the chord, and then you play the bottom note, and you do that every 8th note, so it ends up sounding like a pretty steady rhythm. I think that adds to the sort of haunting melodic vibe in it. So that pattern goes F minor 7, F minor 6, and it's the same thing. You're just playing the top 3 notes and then the bottom one as a tail. Switch that over to a E major 7. And then this, I believe, is actually a C minor 6. It could be an E flat major 6, I guess, but, or I guess, yeah, C minor 7. I'm not the best with chord names, but. And so for the intro, this is the only time it does that. You're going to drop it down, so the first part will sound. And then this is the C minor 6 that I was talking about. So it's repeating patterns of 4. So you play a full bar of each chord pattern, except for the intro. The first time you play on the 4th bar halfway through, you're going to switch from the E major or E flat major 7 or the E flat major 6 down to a C minor 6. And then for the rest of the song, you just do that exact same pattern, except you cut out the C minor 6. So that's what you got there. So it'll sound like this. And then cut out the C minor 6, but play it again. Notice that second time on the intro, I only play the E flat major 6 3 times. That is to give space where you introduce the first verse. You give it space, you play the 3rd, E flat major 6, and then it's just D, E flat, F, E, and then right back into the pattern. So I'll start over. So that's what the verse is going to sound like. You play the verse 2 times through, so it ends up being 8 bars. Very simple. Like I said, you start out with that D, E flat, F, E flat. Then you switch over to a D. Repeat that little pattern. B flat, C, F, E. You can add a little flair in there to make it sound a little different. You can play it a bunch of different ways, but pretty much repeating the pattern. The only difference is that the second time through, instead of going B flat, C, F, I usually go G, C, B flat. And so you play some variation of that for 8 bars, you have the song. Or the verse, I should say, for the song. my favorite part of the song is the chorus, which comes up next. It's the exact same chord pattern, so you've already got that down. What we're playing now is C, D, E flat, G. Repeat that twice, so. Then you play B flat, G, F, G. And then you do a little run here, and the run is just C, E flat, G, F, E flat, C. And then, I don't believe this is actually a triplet. It's like a triplet spread out over 2 bars, I guess. I'm not really sure how that works, but you just sort of add this tense D, E flat, F, and you repeat the chorus again, or you go back into the verse. So it'll sound like. So that's how I play that. On the chorus, I play it a bunch of different ways. You can add like a grace note on the C. I honestly play it different each time I play it, so however you play it that sounds right, that's the right way to play it. You can play octaves, arpeggios, anything will sound good. So there you go, you've already got 2/3 of the song learned. The last section is just the bridge. It does have a different chord progression. So you start out with this F minor 7, then you play an A flat minor 6, and then this chord, I'm actually not sure what this is, but basically you just drop the E flat down to a D from that same chord. You play a G minor 7, and then this, I believe, is a C minor 7. Like I said, I'm not the best with chords, so feel free to correct me, but there's the chord right there. So coming out of the chorus, it's going to sound like. So the notes I'm playing in the right hand for the melody are E flat, G, F, E flat, and then I play it a bunch of different ways every time again, but it's usually ending up to be some run that starts on C. Something like that. You can mess around with it, play however you want. I haven't actually decided how I'm going to play that yet. It's a lot of different ways. I play it and then I forget it. And then I play it again, try to remember, and I forget it again. So whatever you play and sounds right, that's the right way to play it. But I'll post a full video again, probably with a full demo, but the pattern I play is just intro, verse, chorus, verse 2, chorus, bridge, chorus, and I haven't set on an outro too, so however you want to play that, just arpeggiate it out or softly end it. Sounds good, but I'll be excited to hear any of you guys play that if I end up getting a video back for that. So that's my tutorial for Empty Goodbye for now. Any questions, leave them in the comments. I could post another video explaining anything else. So thank you guys.